Addressing Langoso region through a joint radio talk show last night from Baralegi State Lodge in Lira district, President Museveni maintains that the country as of now needs to prioritize experts over historians.
I get a low salary myself. I'm not bothered with salary. I am here. I was fighting for no money from 1971. Now the members of parliament increased their salary wrongly, in my opinion. They made a mistake, but we didn't approve it. We didn't support it. We didn't want to cause a crisis, but I didn't agree with it. And that's why I refused a pay rise. I refused. They pay me 3.6 million, which they started paying in 1996. Before that, I was getting 150,000. They wanted to raise the salary because the salary of Kenya, please, I'm not Kenya, I am Uganda. I don't want to pay rise now. It is really betrayal to find people fighting for salaries.
To plaster his case, Museveni uses Soroti Flying School as a case study where poor remuneration for professionals had stunted its operations.
That school was about to close. They didn't have enough money. So they said the director must get more money. I don't know what, the administrator, but Soroti Flying School is about pilots and engineers. Pilots to train other pilots, not administrators and secretaries. So they were trying to pay pilots 1 million. In the airlines, a pilot is getting 25 million. So the pilots walked away. So we had bought planes for training, but there were no pilots. They walked away. So if we don't have enough to pay everybody well, let's pay the pilots well. And engineers. And that's how the Soroti Flying School came back. Otherwise, it was about to close.
To the arts teachers who seem to be adamant and stubborn, Museveni seems to be dropping the soft gloves as he warns punching them out of classrooms.
This is betrayal. So we don't have time for those mercenaries. Our soldiers have been getting very low pay all these years. Until a few years ago, when the generals were about to retire, the ones who had been there for 40 years, 45 years, 50 years, that's when we said, these generals should not go to the village when they are in a desperate situation. That's when we increased the salary of the army recently. But they have been fighting. So the mercenaries are really betrayers. This business of saying that science are getting, arts are not getting, what's wrong with that? We need the science people most urgently now. Arts are also important. I'm an arts person myself.
On the political scene, the NRM presidential flag bearer is confident of a win coming back home.
Because of the historic contribution of the NRM, really, frankly speaking, I don't see how the people would fail to see that NRM is the right choice.
According to the president, the continuity of his party has always been anchored on visible progress registered in the last 39 years of his reign.
Today, Uganda is already a middle-income country. By June next year, we shall be $66 billion. And in the next 5 years, it will maybe double.
For questions pertaining the failure by Uganda People's Congress, UPC, to front a presidential candidate, Museveni says he knows nothing about this.
Not at all. I didn't even know that Honorable Jimmy wanted it. I just saw it in the papers. I didn't know. Then I got some information. I tried to check. I found that it was mainly legal problems on their side.
The media engagement also thought to know from the president his take on Uganda's political succession plan, a question he refers callers to seek an answer from the 1995 Uganda's constitution.
Because now you say there are 8 presidential candidates. So they are there legally. Some belong to parties, others are independent. If they are voted, if any one of them is voted, he will become president. So the constitution is there, the people, the voters are there. What is the problem? So the issue of leadership was resolved, how to become leader of Uganda and how to run Uganda. It is all in the constitution.
The joint radio talk show marks the last campaign program for candidate Museveni in Lango sub-region, although for the districts of Kole, Lira and Lira City, an alternative program will come in later. Robert Nyango, UBC News.
President me Uganda doka magbendera me